Hi, I am here in the Baja and I don't have my library or my vault of yarn and weaving supplies. And I want to show uh, a group of weavers who are very much beginners how to loom a bar loom. We in the northern and northwest coast weavers, we use a simple bar loom. It's a wooden bar that's drilled 1 inch apart. And then we use that to hang our work. And then it hangs loose. So I don't have a drill or a bar, little bar. I guess I could probably go off into the place and find a carpenter who will drill a yardstick or ruler for me, a wooden ruler for me. But anyway, I've always thought of these abalones. You know how they have the holes along their edge there? And I always thought it would be fun to hang a weaving off of the abalone. So, but because they do have very regular holes that exist, I thought, well, I'll try to demonstrate how to hang a loom, a bar loom, with just using this little abalone. So hopefully the mechanics of this whole thing will be evident, and you can use this demonstration when you have a regular ruler drilled 1 inch apart with the holes. But anyway, this will be fun. So first of all, you get your bar loom, and then you have a very sturdy string here. Oftentimes I'll use linen. Linen is a very strong natural material that has no give. Or else I'll use, this is a hemp, colored yellow hemp. That is also very strong. So anyway, you anchor it. So that just means pulling it through that first hole that you want it where you want to start. So you anchor with just the simplest knot. Make it strong because you're going to be weaving on this robe, right, for a while, or the object that you're weaving. Anyway, so now I have anchored the end, and you have anchored a hole that is about 2 holes from the actual edge of where your object is going to be started with the weaving. So, but I just wanted to show you that. Now I've got a big-eyed needle with a blunt point, and what I do is I usually approach that yardstick from the back. I'm going to take this needle and I'm going to find that next hole, and I'm going to approach it from the back, and then I'm going to take it through the hole, and before it goes all the way through, I'm going to take my needle and go swing through the loop. Okay, so then I've swung it through the loop. Let's see if you can see that. I swung it through the loop, and now it's a blanket stitch. Okay, so then I take the needle and I go from the back of the loom, pushing my needle forward, and And then I'm pulling it through. And before I actually pull it completely through, I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go through that, and then, and there you go. I'm making a blanket stitch. I think I learned this when I was in Girl Scouts, doing a sewing, getting for a sewing badge. But anyway, there you go. Okay, so now you need to enclose the heading cord, right? We always have heading cords. So I've got 2 warps, measured the length that I need for the heading cord, and I fold them in half because I want to center where I'm going to put them, and then I'm going to include them in my blanket stitches. Okay, so I'm going to lay the heading cord along my loom. I'm approaching it from the back. And before it goes through completely, I take the needle and I go through that loop. And so you see, I've included that heading cord into that blanket stitch. Now that will turn the corner and become the side cords. Okay, but we got some more to hang. So I'm going to go through from the back of my board, my loom bar, and there's that loop. So I'm going to take and go through the loop before it's pulled all the way. See? That is how you're going to attach your heading cord to your bar loom with a blanket stitch. Sorry about this very unorthodox demonstration, being that I don't have the bar loom. But like I said, I've always thought that those holes along the abalone would make a perfect short little bar loom for a weaving. I may do that someday. But this hopefully helped you with how you're going to hang your heading cords on the bar loom. So the warp gets pushed in here, and then after you've attached your heading cord to your bar, you want to get your warps in there. So go under the twine. This warp gets bent over the heading cord. When you're going to needle or push your warps in, make sure that they're flush up against your bar loom and that they hang off of the heading cord, as well as that twine that's holding the heading cord to the bar loom. So it's flush with that bar loom. It isn't between the twine and the heading cord. So then you go along until the length of your object. You drop the side cords and then go a couple of inches beyond, just like this, and then anchor it off. So that's how you do it. Thank you.